Welcome again to another edition of my new YouTube channel. Thanks for all my subscribers, thanks for all the likes, thanks for all the comments, and welcome back again to another episode of my YouTube channel. So, in today's video, we'll be looking at a story that I came across in the Jamaica Gleaner, where it says, deported after 33 years in America. Let's dive into the headline and see what it says. Man concerned for his family left behind after prison term removal from US. He's in tears and fears as 52 people got sent back on that flight to Jamaica. It says Courtney Wilson arriving at the Norman Mandela International Airport in Kingston on Thursday as 52 Jamaicans were deported from the United States. Courtney Wilson appeared lost as he stepped on home soil for the first time in 33 years. On Thursday, he and 51 other Jamaicans landed at the Norman Mandela International Airport after being deported from the United States. In fact, it was his first real sense of freedom for more than a decade after spending the last 13 years in a US prison. I know that sometimes some people get caught up in some situation that is beyond their control and they get into a lot of trouble for it. But for the love of me, I don't understand. You leave your country to go to another person's country to have a better life, but you end up 13 years behind prison, behind bars, in a prison. This is what he says. I got in some trouble. That was all he was ready to admit as he spoke to the Gleaner after emerging among the first of the deportees released after hours of processing. Subsequent checks, however, revealed that Wilson was charged in 2014 and sentenced to an aggregate term of 15 to 30 years. So he must have done something extraordinary to be given that jail sentence. Go on. Following his guilty plea at 3 separate dockets. So he pled guilty to essay of 3 minor female victims. So that is why when the reporter was asking him why he was being deported, all he said was, I got into a bit of a trouble. Me sorry say I never did sentence him get. Yeah, because now he's gone back to Jamaica and a lot of the Jamaican citizens there, they have to be fearful of this man. And it's not like Jamaica doesn't have a child sex offenders register where these people are registered and so that you can know who is in your community. Like, what? What did he say? I got in some little trouble? No, sir. At first, I was having a bit of pity for him, but after finding out what the charges are for kids of 3 minor female victims. Thursday deportation exercise was part of the routine involuntary removal of Jamaican citizens from the North American country, which happens every last Thursday. Okay, so every last Thursday in the month, people get deported from Jamaica to the USA. My gosh. It was, however, the first such chartered flight to Jamaica since President Donald Trump took office on January 20, amid reports that more than 5,120 Jamaicans were on the list close to 1.5 million migrants in the U.S. targeted removal. So out of the 1.5 million, over 5,000 are from Jamaica. So out of all of the Caribbean countries, Jamaica have by far the most illegal immigrants in the US. But so people really are, most of them really are look for a better life. You know, most of these immigrants, they go to this country. No one wants to run away from a country where they're having the most fantastic, the greatest life, the best opportunities. No. And the way how that these first world country sells themselves to the rest of the world. They sell themselves as to be the greatest and the best. And, you know, so people want to come to these countries to get a slice of the cake. And why shouldn't they, if that is what it really is? But until you get to these first world countries, that's when you realize it's not much better. It's not much different from living in Jamaica. A lot of people, they disagree with me, but each to their own. But in my opinion, the grass is not always greener on the other side. You understand? The article goes on to say, while awaiting the arrival of his brother to pick him up, Wilson expressed concerns for his family. What? You express concerns for your family? You never know. So when you was in the US, you know figure essay, underage. Matter of fact, no, nobody at all, you're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to violate anybody. Now you're worrying about your kids and your grandkids that you have left back in America. Let's go on. My kids and grandkids are there. It's not a good feeling. I just got a great granddaughter who will be 3 next month. I have not met her yet. So whose fault is that why you haven't met her, Wilson? If you had got the country, if you had went to the people's country and behaved in a good manner, you would have been there enjoying your family, a happy family life. But no, you decided that you're going to violate 3 underage females. Boy. Noting that he was penniless, he questioned the money allegedly paid by the American government to the Jamaican government for the deportation process. You not forget nothing at all. You should have still in a prison. I'm only sorry for the people that he's gonna be around in Jamaica and he's gonna come into contact with, because those people will not be safe. Those people will not be safe. I hear the American give the Jamaican government money for every deportee. Well, you hear wrong. They not, even if them get money, uno not get none of the money. But we don't. And welcome back again to another episode of my YouTube channel.
One thing with Jamaica, you know, we want to be the first in every little thing. Wake up with this deportee thing for my mind. And with all these 5,000 odd Jamaicans coming back to Jamaica, it's absolutely crazy. Because the number one question is, where are they going to go? Not for true, like, where am I going to go? You have people who go overseas and turn them back on family. Where am I going to go? One to the people them will go overseas, work, and I send back money for bill house, and there's no house. Like, what's up with it? What to them people there? Where send money for put on one little room for them family house, and there's no room. Because you know, say some family just, and them just take the money and don't build the house, don't build the room, don't buy the land, don't buy the car, don't fix up the house. Oh, it go. When them people they come back and say no house not there, no room not there, no car not there, no land not there. Oh, it go. Oh no, so Jamaican people dark. Oh, it go. Then we really think that crime and violence I could just relax. My head hurt me. Because where are those people gonna go? I mean, kudos to the ones that can come back to their families and, you know, and then again, The people them where did up their work and have them make money and can actually go day to day. What I talk about, it go when them come back, because the whole reason for them leaving is because them couldn't get a job out here. Oh, that's a go. Like, I feel like when I look on this and it's a bigger picture, like, bro. But I want to go back to the people them where I send them money and things say house a bill, things say them have land for come back to, things say them have a room for come back to, things say them have a car for come back to, and nothing is there. Because some are we evil. Oh, it a go. And not to mention, we can't manage no more traffic on the road because them not build no more road. Them not add on more road on the road them we have. And we still, so much people. Traffic.
Well, you hear wrong. They not, even if them get money, uno not get none of the money. But we don't see that, he said. Ask any deportee and them tell you that. That is the story we hear. The Gleaner said they were unable to corroborate the claim. Wilson said he counted 6 women on the flight, which landed about 10 a.m. on Thursday. One of the women told the Gleaner that she was away for a short time, illegally crossing the U.S.-Mexico border just 3 months ago. Oh my. 3 months ago, boy, Donald Trump go hard, you know. The air was filled with anticipation as nervous relatives milled about scanning the faces of all arriving passengers to find their next of kin. Boy, this is really sad. Where Jamaica gonna find place for 5,000 people come back? All type of how our country 5,000 people and Trump has sent a lot of people all at once. So how we gonna cope with that? And Joe Walters needs to come up with a plan. Quick and fast. It's been 8 years since he went away. One sibling told the Gleaner, I'm just excited and anxious to see him. Tears and hugs followed as others were reunited with their loved ones, though some were not as fortunate. A few deportees were handed over to the local police for continued investigation into charges they had absconded. Enough criminal run across the border, they must catch them and give them sentence. When them are going at people them country after them cause chaos at Jamaica, people like those need to be returned to the island. While another, wanted for MURDER in Clarendon, was dragged into a nearby holding cell until officers from the prison arrived. On Tuesday, White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt, in her debut press briefing, she stressed that the Trump administration would be ramping up deportation. But he said it before he came into office. Like, he said all these things. So now that he's doing what he said he was going to do, I don't understand why a lot of people are behaving as if they're shocked and they're in awe. Like the man told you what he was going to do. Like, come on. Let's see what the article says. The president has said countless times that he is focused on launching the largest mass deportation operation in American history of illegal criminals. And if you are an individual, a foreign national who illegally enters the United States of America, you are by definition a criminal. My God, just for a better life. But that's the rule of their country, so boy, it's sad. And therefore, you are subject to deportation, she said. On Wednesday, the Jamaican government said that the National Security Council was assessing risk associated with the deportation of Jamaicans with serious criminal backgrounds and was formulating strategies to mitigate potential threats. Yeah, them have to work 24 hours because Trump have a full speed ahead, so they can't let these things they can't just wait until it crashes. They try to fix things. They need to do what they're doing now. You understand? In a statement yesterday, Foreign Affairs Minister Kamina Johnson-Smith, she noted that some individuals said to be deported may have breached immigration laws but have otherwise been law-abiding residents engaged in productive employment. That is true. A lot of these people, they just went away for a better life, and boy, it's sad that jump. I don't know. It's just sad the way how the world is going now. She said others have been convicted of serious criminal offenses, including violent crimes. Johnson Smith said the government was concerned about the potential impact of the anticipated increased return of individuals with serious criminal background and is taking steps to ensure public safety. She urged all Jamaicans in the U.S. who are concerned about their immigration status to seek professional legal advice. It's a sad situation. It is really, really a sad situation, but I was gonna say, it's just a difficult one. And a lot of innocent people are being caught up. Just people who want to have a regular life, people just who want to work and make something of themselves, but they have been the target of the new Trump administration because people have been, in my opinion, people have been brainwashed to believe that the immigrants are the problem, where I don't personally think that the immigrants are the problem. I think it's those people that's at the top. It's the few billionaires and multi-billionaires, whatever they are, those are the people at the top having us at the bottom, working us, and it's like a lot of time you hear people say slavery has never ended, and people would think that no, it's not, but chattel slavery has ended, you understand me? But the way how we are being forced to live in this world, and a lot of people are just not seeing that it's not the poor, it's not the fault of the poorer folks. It's just not the fault of the poorer folks. But anyway, guys, we are gonna watch as this goes to see, because 5,000 people going back to Jamaica, and a lot of them are criminal, are hardened, dangerous criminals. A lot of them are maybe involved in SAs. A lot of them are pedo. Yeah, because look at this man, what him name Wilson. When the Gleaner man asked him, what were your charges? He said some little thing, as if to say that is some little thing. He was charged for SA for 3 minor females. Like, what are you talking about, sir? Anyway, guys, I'm gonna stay tuned. Now we're gonna watch this to see how all this is gonna be unfolding under the new Trump administration, because you know that Trump a lick tariff left, right, and center. China to get 25%, Canada to get 25%, Mexico to get 25%, and all of these things. And it's just gonna the world is just gonna be in a lot of chaos. And if you think that it's not gonna affect you, you have to think again, because remember, when you increase tariff, that just passes down to the consumers. You understand me? So we will have to fork out more money for goods and produce. You understand me? So we're all gonna feel it. We're all gonna feel it. But let's just make sure we take care of ourselves as best as we can. And we just see how we are able to go through this next 4 years of Trump administration, because whether or not you're in the United States of America, this thing is going to affect you. This is going to affect you. Like, Trump is just raging war, and everybody, he wants to take over Greenland. He wants to rename the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America. And, you know, it's like, instead of bringing down the prices of food like he promised, he said when he comes in day one, when he come in, the prices of eggs and bacons and milk, your everyday products are going to go down. He said he was going to end the war in Ukraine immediately the first 24 hours. But it's like everything he said he was going to do, apart from the mass deportation, because that's the only thing that, well, that's not the only thing. But the mass deportation is the biggest thing. He freezes the federal funding, so it's like Trump wants to control all the money. Everything has to come through him before it can get signed off. And that's authoritarianism. Like that North Korea stuff. That so, guys, let's stay tuned and see how this one is gonna play it out. Remember to keep safe and yeah, be healthy. Healthy in your body and mind. Anyway, remember to like, share, and subscribe, and I will catch you in my next video. Peace. 40.
120 Jamaicans shall be deported back to Jamaica. And when I look into it, I say, yeah, I saw it go. But I hope the number no climb. And the reason for that, maybe 99% of those people have nothing back home. Maybe some of them never built a home and them never do any form of investment at Jamaica. Some of them maybe don't even have an account. Some of them, when them come through the airport, whether in a Kingston or Montego Bay, they don't know where to turn. You overs. So, this is not a joke thing. Mr. Andrew Wellness, you see some of them people where Mr. Trump has sent back to Jamaica when I have nothing. Give them some land, you know. Give them some land, make them farm, make them plant it up and plant food so that they can survive. You don't know, like we said, no, we're no better than yard. Seeing? And here what me now. You see the ones them where I go get deported where live in a like inner city area, in a corporate area, in some concrete jungle. That is a thing, you know. If you know, say, you go back in a concrete jungle and you don't have nothing. You don't have no money at all. You never have a house. You know, say, you come from the community there. Maybe you head off there. How that will work out? But anyway, tricks in trade and matches box in business. So when I say now, it's Andrew Wellness, give some of them people that's on land when them reach at Jamaica, make them go plant food and chop bamboo and then something there and build up house and round tick and all them type of thing. And who can afford some plywood, buy some plywood and make them start new. Seeing? And farm up the place and do what you do. So you can have food and can live and survive. You know what I mean? Instead of going to Jamaica and you don't have food, you don't have money, you don't have a place to live, then how you going to survive? You know what I mean? It's a serious thing. So, me I advise some of the people that we are going to get deported who don't have nothing at all and don't know where to go when them reach. Get piece of land. Chop some round tick and bamboo and them thing there. Build up a little house. And farm up the place and plant food and vegetables. This is the time when the eye them have to go get creative. Yeah, man. So, that's how it go. Them say them a do them thing, them do them thing, them say them a send back people home. So it go. See? So Mr. Andrew Wellness, give the people them some land when them come to Jamaica. Make them farm it up and plant it. All who want land when they go to Jamaica. See? Maybe some of them have land already. But if you don't have none, check the government go to some land, man. Give them some land, Mr. Andrew Wellness, make them go farm it up. So they can live and survive. You saying? One Jamaica.
Donald Trump said no more green cards will be issued.
Them we got foreign and run off since recently. and married and thing, and feel like say when they are getting us straight. You say Trump come fuck up everything. Trump said no more green card now issue. Jamaica me live, me nah nothing to worry about. But me know say enough Jamaican overseas are fret right now. God go with you.
Breaking news, Nigerians. Yesterday, Donald Trump announced that at least 3,690 Nigerians will be deported to Nigeria, and he called to the office of the presidency and told them to get ready to welcome these people to Nigeria. And just this morning, the NCDC office announced that they are ready to welcome, to receive the 3,690 Nigerians on their way back home. So if you know that you have a brother or a sister that is in the United States and they are not citizens, so they don't have PayPal, they just there, they are dependent on one kind, just be ready to be expecting them, because very soon, at least before this week runs out, all of these people will be in Nigeria. And there are also many other countries, not Nigerians alone, no, many other African countries, many Asian countries, many European countries are on the list. You understand? So it's not Nigerian, it's not only Nigeria. There are so many people. At least they said that Mexico has the highest number of illegal immigrants that will be deported to their country. So Nigeria is only 3,690. So it's not that much compared to one of the African countries. I think Uganda, or I don't know, just one African country. So Nigeria, be ready to expect your people anyways.
He's running the country like it was a reality TV show. And like any good reality TV show, whether it's Love Island or anything else, you need to have lots of drama. The minute one plot twist goes wrong, you need something else to distract everybody. And so what we've seen in the last 48 hours is that one of his big plot twists was to try and stop loans from the federal government going out. He's been forced to draw that back by the courts, and instead he's now talking about something else which is very equally dramatic, which is sending migrants to Guantanamo Bay. And the point about that is performative. That's going to catch the eye of the electorate. They understand what Guantanamo Bay is. It's dramatic, and the fact we're talking about right now shows that his reality TV show tactics are working.
So are you suggesting that those two things are linked then?
Well, there's a whole torrent of dramatic announcements coming from him, and it's part of a very deliberate strategy, which is to do shock and awe in every sense.
So guys, you have seen the previous clip that I've just shared with you. What the last lady was saying is like Donald Trump take this whole thing for a reality show where he's just shocking the audience, shocking them one shot after the other. The minute they've noticed that one, then there comes another one, then there comes another one. So it's all, I liked how this lady explained it. She explained it very well. The Rasta man in the video, he also had some good points as well, because he is imploring Andrew Holness to give all the people them some land so them can start do some farming or do something. That's a very good start. That is a very, very good start. You understand? So guys, we have to just see. And also Nigerians are also being up for deportation. That gentleman said over 3,000 Nigerians. So let's just see how this goes. Guys, thanks for watching. Remember to like, share and subscribe, and stay tuned for more video. Peace.